Gotta make some room for foreplay.
What up?
What's happening?
Hey, y'all.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Watch Them Thrones. What's good, y'all?
Everybody coughing and hacking. Everybody all right?
No, I'm just a little parched. That's all.
Okay, I'm just making that. Don't have no cooties out here now. You know what I'm saying?
Coronavirus.
No, it's not that, y'all. It's not that.
We chilling,
Circle
man.
dot cootie shot like in third grade.
There it is. You good now?
Third grade. Yeah, man.
Man, not with the shit already, man.
Already.
We ain't make-
Yeah.
Looking good. God, dog.
the theme song just went off in this month.
I expect nothing less. I
ain't even saying nothing.
Here you go.
But
Man.
so
And they already acting silly in the comments. We just
They
can't
already
do
talking
right.
shit.
Can't do right.
when do we ever do right though? That's
Never. Never at all.
I be trying to do right.
I don't.
What episode is this? Yeah.
This what this 4-5?
4-5.
Season 4, episode 5.
For the
What's
4-5.
up, man?
Man,
in them
what's up,
streets.
man?
Guys,
What's
Hey,
happening,
Cali
man?
Security, how you doing?
perpetual daddy duty, but I'm here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
Man,
That
fuck.
means you're a
Fuck the
good
kids
one.
though. Fuck the kids.
That's your shadow, man. That's your shadow.
Look at
She
this
just
shit.
like you, which is
My wife.
scary enough.
My wife's sticking me every fucking weekend. I'm sick of this. Motherfuckers.
Well, you shouldn't have stuck her. So there you go.
Damn.
You know what's gonna happen tonight? You do.
That man said he finna be like Peter Baelish.
You getting rewarded. You getting
That
rewarded.
was so disturbing. That was
I
so
pray to
disturbing.
God it ain't like Peter Baelish.
But your wife don't look like Lysa, so it ain't gonna be like that.
You ain't got to worry about that.
Man, boy, that was a funny scene. But I'm jumping ahead. My bad. My
Ugly
bad.
ass Lysa, but
Boy, that nigga,
Look ass Lysa.
that nigga Peter said, hold up, though. But just let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Y'all people have like in the head. He look like he want to fight. Bitch, back up.
He said, can I please bathe? Can I bathe? She was like, nah.
She wanted that. That after work. She wanted that post. Yeah, she wanted that post work meat. It's different. She wanted that marinated.
No.
Marinated Shasha.
With that extra special sauce, yeah.
Open up the hot sauce. Oh God.
Oh shit.
She just wanted to make sure she didn't smell something on his dick. That's all it was.
Not the baby boy episode.
Why are we starting already? God, we ain't got to that part.
5-minute mark of this motherfucker.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Let Me Smell Your Peter.
Can we crown Tommen in this bitch before y'all go crazy?
All right.
Don't nobody care about this one.
That should be on a t-shirt. Let's
Speaking of
spare your
which,
Peter Baelish.
we gonna start right there. So the episode kicks off with King's Landing and look, Tommen, he's getting crowned as the new king of Westeros. And let me tell you what caught me off guard about this scene right here. This was actually the first time I recall Cersei being a human fucking being. Like she was emotional and whatnot. You know, I hate legislating on here, but you know, Tom is sitting in the chair and Marjorie looking at him and she in her eyes is singing, I ain't got no panties on. You know. And he's just smiling and shit. He you know, it's wild.
I'm gonna reenact Cersei though when you get to that part.
So okay. See, I told you.
She so hit it with that.
So they cut off to the corner and they got Marjorie and Cersei chopping it up. So take it away, Celestial.
Marjorie looking at Tommen and Cersei was like, what was you looking at? So she make her way on down. She get up over there by Marjorie and she like, so you already got your eyes on my boy, huh? Like that's what we doing. You still got on your black. Joffrey ain't even cold yet, but that's what we doing. And Marjorie's like, who, me? Of course not. Like after everything that happened, I wouldn't even dream of it. And she's like, bitch, quit playing. We both already know what it is. Like, Joffrey was a fucking nightmare. You knew what you was getting into. But now Tommen he's sweet and he kind and he naive and he gonna need somebody. And she's like, well, you got it. She's like, nah, bitch, we need more of that. Like, quit playing. We just go ahead, let's squash beef and let's go and protect Tommen. And so Marjorie's like, I could do that. Like, we can make this shit happen, but what should I call you? Like, sis, mom. Cersei looking at her like,
she be killing throwing that little slick shade in there too.
Hey,
so
that shit be so slick and calculated from Marjorie, but she does not know it.
But like for the first time, I really looked at like Cersei in her face, and Cersei already looked like she was plotting. We know what's coming, but I think the plan had already hatched in Cersei's mind. So all of this was performative. I don't think she knew about it.
Cause that's how I feel too, man. I be having my guard up with Cersei at all times, and I mean, to be honest with you, to me this felt like the Cersei campaign episode. Cersei was a lobbyist in this episode.
This whole episode.
So yeah, like so even when she's coming to people in a way that seems disarming as far as Cersei is concerned, I'm looking at it like I'm fixing to get close to Marjorie. I know what Marjorie doing. She still want this. She still want to be queen. We still need that. We still need this bank that come with the High Garden, and I need her. I need her mom's vote. I need her mom's vote against Tyrion. So I'm doing everything right now that I can with everybody that I need to make sure I get what I want out of this. Because right now I want Tyrion head. So,
hey CJ, I'm gonna tell you what else I like though. They was talking and shit, and she like, you know, I'm just mourning Joffrey, and Cersei's like, bitch, he would have been your worst nightmare.
Stop playing.
Like that nigga ain't shit.
She knew what it was. She knew who her child was.
That nigga was
like I knew it. I knew the little fucker wasn't shit. He was just my son, bitch. What can I say? That's basically what she said.
I feel like that's the first time she been honest about this shit though.
Yeah, and when she was talking about his behavior, Joffrey's behavior shocked her, and she's not easily shocked. Well, that's some true shit right there.
Hey, that motherfucker said Joffrey did some shit even I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot. That's something.
Okay.
That's some lower level
Right.
sub-level 10 kind of shit going
remember
on.
Remember what Tyrion said? Every murder that's done happened in King's Landing, she doesn't probably had something to do with it. So when you think about it that way, shit, for her to be shocked.
That nigga was definitely one of those little badass silver cap teeth niggas that Carlton be talking about.
I need somebody, one of our artists out there, please put that together immediately. I need to see that shit. Silver cap Joffrey. Put that on the agenda.
Badass Joffrey. A little badass Joffrey. Put the hot chips up, y'all.
Joffrey with a boosted fade.
With a bag of Takis.
Addie Mama said, if you can shock a hoe that bangs her brother, you really own one.
There it is. Right. Say it.
Listen, that's a word, man. Yeah, I mean it was interesting, and Jamila pointed out something a few minutes ago. She said that at one point in time, Cersei told Margaery, if you call me sis ever again, I'll strangle you in your sleep. Where the energy is.
Long game.
Yeah.
Long game.
So she made sure to let her know, I'm call you sis or mom again.
Long game.
It's all right. She gonna get some words.
Don't even know.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Cersei's going over it in her mind like, yeah, as soon as you pop out a couple of kids, yeah, your ass is gonna be useless. So I'll be done with you then, and just throw the husk of you away.
What Margaery do to Tommen, y'all? That nigga was smiling. What you do?
Went in there and let him get a little sniff of hint of that cool.
Yeah.
All it took.
All he did was sniff it. All he did was sniff it.
Little nigga. He ain't never been there close. That boy ain't never been that close to a woman other than his mother and them little servants, man. Margaery came and sat on that nigga's bed and put her, man, shit, it's over with.
Man, she had that boy smiling like a Chessy cat.
That is some top tier. That is top tier grooming.
Yes. Yeah,
top
man.
Tier grooming.
Well, Cersei was, she stood in the middle of that shit. So
yeah. So I call that a Cersei cunt block because she.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Like Mutombo, Dick in Bay Mutombo.
Yeah.
Did you say Dick in Bay? What you said?
Yeah, I said Dick in Bay Mutombo. All time leaders in block cunt.
I'm not.
Y'all just ignore me, yo. Ignore me, yo.
No. We ain't gonna ignore it. You in there tonight. You was in there.
I got an early. Yeah, I got an early start, man. I'm feeling good. My jumper on, man. Throw the rock.
We're not new to this. We're true to this.
So what you saying, CJ? You one of them little silver cap teeth niggas?
Hey, I really had them silver caps, dog. I really walked around with them hoes, dog. You know what I'm
saying? Ray in the comments said she had them silver caps too. My bad, Ray. I ain't mean to call you out, Ray.
Hi, Ray. And CJ.
I really was out here with them silver caps, man.
CJ was totally a silver cap ass nigga. I'm not talking about that.
No,
oh man, I still remember when I lost my last one like it was yesterday.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, I do.
Them little silver cap teeth, boy. You know what I'm saying? Them little niggas is bad.
My bad, y'all. Tangent, little tangent. My fault.
So we leave Westeros. And we find ourselves in Meereen. And Dany, she's sitting there with the old niggas and Wish Daario. And Jordan Explorer, he telling her about, the purple wedding and shit. And Daario just slide in like for what he talking about. I just got 90 motherfucking ships.
And she like, who asked you for the motherfuckers?
How she said?
Who asked you for the motherfuckers? I ain't asked you for them damn shit.
That's really how it felt. That's really how it felt.
But
you were like, well, shit, I thought you liked ships. Goddamn, I heard you like ships.
Facts. Wish Daario just come in and drop his dick on the table. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Boom.
That's basically what he did.
Oh God!
I heard that what you like.
Man. And her reaction, her undercarriage was moistened. So I borrowed the phrase from JT.
Dick on the table. I'm dropping dick on the table.
I don't feel like her undercarriage was moist. I feel like
she tried
to hide it.
Her nipples were hard, but her undercarriage wasn't moistened yet. Her nipples were hard.
Damn. So I mean,
motherfucker, Brian, United ship shit.
Man,
we always have to start somewhere. So start at the top, let it just drift on down.
I'm just saying, my boy bringing her 90 ships, and George trying to hand her $40.
Man, that's all I'm saying. That's my point.
What's your cash out? $sign Dracarys.
Oh God! Ready.
That's what I'm talking about, Ray.
If a nigga bring 90 ships, cause that is dropping. That's big dick energy on the table.
90 ships.
I ain't gonna lie.
What they carry? 9,300 million.
That nigga basically walked into the meeting and was like, "Hey, babe, by the way, I carry your whole army across the sea right now if you want to.
If you ready." You know what I'm saying?
If y'all had some shit like that. Right quick. If y'all had one of those Westeros right quick, I had got some ships.
Hey, Carter, that shit was the equivalent of you walking in the house right now with a designer bag and 12 all flats with extra ranch.
Man,
it's going down.
Ooh. There you go.
Fry hard.
See that? Hey, y'all hear it? You hear that, gentlemen?
For me, some Giuseppe's. Forget the bag. I need the shoes.
Say some Giuseppe's.
Giuseppe's bag. Whatever.
She said she like Giuseppe Zanotti, y'all. Giuseppe, this is designer episode right here.
Make sure you have the shoes with the bag.
Okay.
That nigga walked
and
in
the club piece.
I had heard y'all had needed some ships, so I had went and I had got some.
Who told you to do that? Nobody.
It's like when old dog was like, anybody want these cheeseburgers? They got cheese on them. They got cheese on them.
Oh man.
Like shit. Ain't nobody to ask you for no cheeseburger.
This scene also shows where she started to realize. I feel like she realized what she fucked up. You know, like she was on some conquering shit, but she wasn't really doing the whole job because Jorah, like, you know, yeah, you went and took it, but you know, now they done got ran over by this broke ass nigga named Leroy, and they all fucked up.
Facts.
Yeah, he said they fucked up and
but this shit also shows, and again, I don't want to get too far ahead, and y'all know I'm always pro Khaleesi, but this shows how much Dumb and Dumber like fucked up her character completely because her whole mission from jump was saving the fucking world type shit.
Yeah, man.
I feel like, you know, that shit got snatched away, but you know, we won't even go there right now. But again, it just showed like instead her whole mission to this point was to get to Westeros.
Her heart was good, dog.
Reclaim her father's throne, all this shit. And then when Jorah hit her with that, hey, you know, these motherfuckers backsliding into slavery. You got this nigga over here to my Heaty King, Astapor done fell, Yunkai is falling. If you leave Meereen right now, this motherfucker gonna fall back. So her, instead of just saying, hey, fuck it, this nigga got these 90 ships, let's just ride the fuck on out, let me take my kingdom back. She like, nah, I need to stay here and rule. Which again just speaks to her character and what she was about until these niggas was like, nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that man, bro. I hate to warp ahead, but I feel you, dog. I thought about that same shit when I was watching.
Every time scenes like this come up, it's like, bro, at no point in time was it going there.
How is a person this virtuous 90% of the time, 95% of the time, and you just, you know, I ain't gonna jump ahead because there's so many. Yeah, but I definitely was writing that shit down though in my notes too, just like she always did the right thing, bro.
One of, and like I always say, this season 3 and season 4 from one book, and that book is long as fuck, and I don't remember exactly where this quote was, but there's a quote around this time where she says something to the effect of, why did the gods create kings and queens if not to protect those less fortunate than them? All right, come on.
Yeah.
And no, that's George R. Martin's word. So just little shit like that. But
she
I
told.
won't get too far, but
Even she told Jorah when Jorah was encouraging her, like, "Hey, you can pounce on Tom and them right now. They ain't ready for you." And she was like, "I was hasty before and didn't listen to you in car. I'm not gonna do that shit again. I'm gonna do it right this time. Like, I'm learning. I'm growing." And so,
This is John Pete. How Jorah, aka Jorah the Explorer,
when he looked back,
no, how he switched it up after she was feeling all down. He was like, "Wait a minute, here go my moment." He's like, "You know who the fuck you is?"
He did.
The mother of dragons.
That's right.
You was the breaker of chains.
That's right.
You
you a Targaryen girl. That's the thing, though. Jorah tried to peel
her ass up.
He tried to moisten that undercarriage.
Yeah.
he said the nips are hard. Let me go on and finish the job.
He was trying.
Hey, and after
you know what it
all
was?
That shit, after all that shit, Khaleesi be like, "You such a good big brother."
Hey, she hit him with that.
Friend.
She hit him with that. Thanks, Unc. Hey, hold on before we move on.
For your
did you have some? CJ had something.
I just want to shout out.
I was just gonna say that
new person.
I think what.
Who we got?
Oh, what's up? What's happening? Glad you was able to pull up, fam.
Zaquane.
Not Zaquane.
What's happening?
You gotta tell us how to say it.
Roman Reigns fan in the building.
The name, dog. You better put the pronunciation in that bitch.
We fuck name. We fuck name for fun around here, dog. So please, give us a phonetic opportunity. If you could give us a phonetic opportunity to get it right. Thank you. This is brought to you by Jaqueen.
Hey CJ.
And that damn word.
And
Missy.
That damn verse.
Who was brought by? That
damn verse.
Y'all stop doing me like that.
And come on, Queen Mother.
Y'all just make me get.
Appreciate you.
So, really quickly, the thing I was gonna say is that it seems like often, Jorah was appealing to Khaleesi's the Explorer. He was appealing to her ego, and that was his way of trying to get in. And Daario was much more brash. He had ego of his own, and he probably appealed more to her super ego or her id, one or the other. I'm not sure, but
very much her id.
Thank you. Like he was going to another place. He was taking another route to appeal to her, rather than gassing her up. And that seemed to be the way that worked better as far as approaching her is concerned. So shout out to Daario for the Riz. That's what the kids say. Riz. We called it Mackin, but
there you go.
Now he want the
hey man, the Mac it's almost Return of the Mac.
Oh Lord.
So
we there already.
After we leave, we finish this one scene with one creepy nigga. We find ourselves in another scene with an extra creepy nigga with Sansa and Lil Finger on their way to the Eyrie, and he's like, "Hey, you gonna get us fucked up."
Not the Eyrie.
That's what it is.
Cause you in Jamaica, man.
The Eyrie?
Everything is Eyrie, man.
Listen, that's what it is. Anyway, they on their way, and my boy said, "Hey, you my niece, and that's how we gonna play this." And he explained it to her how it's never been penetrated and this and that. Whole time he running game, trying to slide in. Like that nigga is R. Kelly with a Hitler mustache.
Grimy.
That's who he is. I can't stand Lil Finger.
Oh God.
But anyway, so they get there, and Queen Mother, you ain't talked in a minute. Take us through that scene.
So they get up to the bloody gate and they get in, and Littlefinger is explaining to her why it's such a battle choke point, and different things that have happened. And you can only get 3 men across, and you basically walking through a shooting alley. Then we get into the throne room, and we have crazy Aunt Lysa and Robin, and he went, Uncle Peter, and he gives him a very nice gift, and then that little motherfucker throws it right out the moon door.
Hey, that little nigga got beat up every day at recess.
Of course, yes, very much.
No, he didn't, because he was sucking on Lysa's titty.
Yeah,
the milk gone bad.
That man been bad.
The whole thing is just disturbing.
And I have some questions about other things anyway. So Lysa says, well, I know who you are, child. How do you think that I would not know my own blood? And she's like, and so Sansa's like, thank you, Aunt Lysa. And she's like, you must never call me that unless we're alone. Otherwise, you're just his niece. And then she has Robin take her to her room along the back stairs. Yes, he is. And then she pretty much jumps on Littlefinger and is like, we poisoned my husband and we did this and we did that, and I want to get married right now. He's like, well, I need to go bathe and put on some good clothes and everything. She's like, no, I'm ready to howl for the night on my wedding night. We had a wedding night a little while ago, which I'll get to that part later. And
wait, hold up, time out, Queen Mother. Now you just can't glaze over the fact she admitted to killing Jon Arryn.
Right.
We just can't gloss over.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Oh, that nigga must got that CJ internet.
My soul booted me off this motherfucker like Jazz on the Fresh Prince.
So she admitted her part in all the conspiracy from day one, from the letter that she sent to her sister, from other things that she has done in killing her husband.
That shit started this whole shit.
Yeah.
It started like that letter. That's everything. What was that episode 1 when they got that letter, when Ned and Kat,
when they got the letter that night after the king had gotten there.
That started this whole shit. So like for her to just reveal that then and there, to me that was like, I like the way they did that shit.
Yeah.
But like that just shows you Littlefinger's cunning and how far he was willing to go and how far back this motherfucker been scheming. Like forever. Like this nigga, he put all that shit in place. And ain't no telling, where there is telling, because we know how long ahead of that he's been scheming. Lysa basically said, like, yeah, I gave you my maidenhead a long time ago. So Littlefinger literally been plotting this shit back since he was a squire fighting Brandon Stark, Ned Stark's older brother, in the yard for, at that time, was Catelyn. Brandon Stark sliced this nigga, open. Lysa always wanted his little funny looking ass anyway. But it just, like I said, it shows you how far back Littlefinger has been plotting and just planning and strategically making himself up the fucking ranks and up the ladder.
What was that he said to Sansa about imagining you have, is it enemies everywhere? Yes. It's like he's grown up with that thought. Like he's imagining everybody's plotting against him all of the time.
And the other thing about that scene, since they had their since Lysa and Littlefinger had their wedding night so long ago, one of the conspiracy theories is that Robin is actually his child and not Jon Arryn's child, because Littlefinger was very sickly when he was young, and so Robin.
So that's Littlefinger,
kind of a weak child.
That Littlefinger.
That's Tyrion finger.
I mean, how well can he be drinking spoiled milk his whole baby life?
Pinky finger. Oh my!
Is that genetics or is that post malnutrition?
Oh my goodness!
I think that's post malnutrition.
Boy, he had a solid boo boo his whole life,
bro. That scene, that's a funny scene, bro. Cause
Bushy
when
boo head ass.
when she like, let's do it tonight, and Tyrion like 3 more nights. Like he like, I mean, Lil Finger like 3 more nights. Like,
God damn.
like
And
I
then
never,
when
I
she hugging on
Like,
him,
let me
kissing on him,
bathe.
she
Bruh,
looking all
like,
Let me
satisfied.
tell people about this.
you know,
Lil
like,
Finger was like,
as a-
Lil Finger was like, I'm on my period. We can do
like,
it.
yeah, like, as a man, dog, like, can you, as a
You
man,
know it's
to
bad.
be like, yeah, like, can we
Which
just hold?
also they don't do justice in the show to her appearance. In the book, she is much larger. She has gained a lot of weight. She resents Catelyn because even after having all those children, Catelyn, according to the books, retained her beauty and her figure, and she of course did not. Even after only having one child, Lysa's like big as fuck.
Not Walter.
So yeah,
Well,
I
I can appreciate them taking a different approach to making her, you know, and trying to say how. I mean, because she was an unattractive woman.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like they
In
did.
The book,
I mean,
big and ugly. You got to pick
well, I felt Littlefinger on the just hold on.
Listen,
for a few
CJ,
days.
I kind of feel like when she showed up to shoot that scene, and she was like, "All right, I'm headed to makeup," and Zay was like, "Nah, just put your clothes on."
Oh, damn.
I kind of feel like that's what happened.
Somebody said it looked like a breath stank a little bit, and I would agree. It do. It looked like that thing be hopping in them. You know what I'm saying? Like she got morning breath all day.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the way she threw that cape off though. It's like, girl.
she said she finna be screaming till the cops come knocking in this motherfucker, dog. Until the gold cloaks pull up, dog.
And I'm knowing Lil Finger wasn't even laying
Talk about all of that porn hollering, because that shit was just like straight.
I was like, girl, it ain't all that, girl.
All right. Let me
suppose
something. So Littlefinger, in being the purveyor of porn for the whole damn nation, would have to learn some things, would he not?
Yeah, but I don't think he was trying that hard.
Yeah, you can't give her the A. You can't give her the. You ain't got to
try hard if you know which button to press. You ain't got to try hard if you know which button to press. All right. So
don't even look like he was pressing no buttons.
Right. He was in there and he was already soft and she was screaming.
Man, I can't.
So yeah. So
what you think?
We can talk about demon dick and possessive pussy all we want. They crazy together. All right. They just crazy together.
That's true.
And
I mean, that sounds like personal experience.
If he's just pressing that button all night, bang, 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 you know.
God damn, how you pressing that bitch, Queen Mother?
Hey, that thing talking, ain't it? AKA Buddha Hole Brown. Buddha Hole Brown.
So yeah,
she put that pressure on that thing, dog. That was that pressure.
I mean, because
I will say,
gold mouth.
I will say that I would say that if Peter Baelish don't want to have to do it again tomorrow, then he can't give it an A+ tonight. Okay, like if you give her some A+, if you give her A+, you're gonna have to do it again. All right, and then do it again the next day. And so if you know, I mean, me, you know, when niggas say me personally, they both mean the same thing. Me personally.
I can't do this with y'all tonight. I'm not doing this with y'all tonight.
P. Mulatto.
Think about that with Lysa.
P. Mulatto said make it for it.
So I mean, if they're trying to do it night after night after night, then she better drink a whole bunch of water in the morning, because that bitch gonna be dehydrated for real. Not already dry.
But she's so delusional that even he could give her some whack dick and she'd be like, "Oh, it was the greatest."
I mean, hell, the first husband was old, wasn't he?
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my God, my esophagus.
Yeah.
Turn your volume up, Valerian.
Bitch, get up.
Yeah.
Turn your
Yeah.
volume up.
I thought it was. I was feeling like it was an any meat will do type of situation myself.
Yeah, I think,
you know what I
think
mean?
that's what
Like
it was.
Any
She
pipe.
was so starved for attention.
Any pipe is good pipe.
How old was Jon Arryn?
Oh, Jon Arryn was at least 30 years older than her when they got married, at least. So that would have put him in his mid 40s.
You know,
when she around the age where it's start getting broke.
Hi, pretty girl.
When she said we had already had our wedding night, I thought they were referring back to when she supposedly snuck in the bed with him.
Yeah,
like,
that's what she meant.
When they were okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why, one of the conspiracy theories is that Robin is actually Baelish's child and not Jon Arryn's actual child.
So that's one of the things Valerian and Leslie broke down for us way back, like maybe like one of the first seasons, first couple episodes. They broke that down from in the books and gave us those details there. So that's the only reason I even understood that part.
Yeah.
Now we leave that weird nigga and we find ourselves back in King's Landing, and we got Cersei talking to Tywin, and again, Tywin is all about business.
Emily shows. Oh my God, that's why they call him Little Finger.
Damn. She said she brought that C plus at 2.25.
I think C plus is generous.
I was going to say that she was in a drought. She probably was happy for that C.
Is that inches or centimeters? Because there's a difference.
Is that from personal experience? Never mind. So we find ourselves in King Landing, and Cersei is talking to Tywin, and again, he's all about business. My boy already he like, hey, listen, bitch, we broke. Our minds ain't mining. That money ain't coming in. The Tyrells is the only niggas who can match us and keep us afloat. And the Iron Bank wants their money, and I ain't got it. So Tommen about to marry Margaery, and your dog ass is gonna marry her brother in 2 weeks.
I know you don't like his
I wasn't expecting that, dog.
That's what it said. That's what the man said.
Like, bro, he didn't sugarcoat the shit at all.
Didn't.
Like he's like, look, bitch, everything for sale, including you. And that's how it went down.
Yeah.
The Iron Bank come for this pretty much. Even we got about out. Huh?
Yeah.
Motherfucking Iron Bank is worse than Sally Mae and child support. Them niggas in the same building. Woo. That's who the Iron Bank is.
Wait, and Cersei talking about, well, don't somebody run the goddamn Iron Bank and we buy that motherfucker? And he's like, hell to the no, the Iron Bank don't play that bullshit. Like they want their money.
They want
My boy said, hey, look, Iron Bank is like a wall. I forget what he said, but he's like, one brick leave, another goddamn brick take his place, bitch, and we need to pay these folks. So
yeah.
Facts.
Said that shit'll fall down on you.
Get your honey pot and hop your ass on down there and go fuck with Lars.
Oh God,
Lars.
Not that honey pie.
Lars. He said, go get you some of that Lars.
Oh God, y'all is wildin'.
She might need that acidified body wash from Lumi for Loras.
Golly.
They can bathe together.
Oh God.
Man. I'm talking about we some habitual line steppers over here, dog. That's what we do.
Habitual line.
I'm talking about we be line stepping habitually.
Oh, Jesus.
Dipping on that bitch.
The honey pot. Okay, this episode brought to you by Honey Pot. Say it right. There it is. Get you some of them wipes. I'm telling y'all.
Oh God.
Change your life. eating good with Freddie Jean.
Some of y'all need more than the wife.
Listen, my boy said, "Hey, you gonna go cock your leg up on that chamber pot and wipe from the back to the front, and then take your ass on down at a Loras."
Front to back.
I ain't got one.
Front to the back, because you gonna put some of that thing in that thing.
Listen, she fuck her brother. She don't care how nasty she is. Let's be real here. Come on now.
She wiped that thing from the back to the front.
I bet she do.
Somebody's wee-wee's falling off.
Your lips gonna tingle a little bit.
They gonna have seasoning on them.
What? Absolutely not.
That's that.
Loras don't eat no fish.
Lips been burning all day.
Let me tell you why.
You gonna be walking around like this.
Let me tell you why she gonna go from back to front.
Oh God.
Loras is used.
Oh damn! I was about to sing.
Loras is used to the smell of shit.
No, absolutely not. I'm not doing this.
So that's gonna be more attractive for him.
Please say that clip.
Okay.
Producer, say that clip. That's gonna come in handy down the road. That's one of those moments, dog. That's a moment in watching Thrones.
Hey, these folks bathe like once a month.
I was surprised when he said, "Let me go bathe." When Little Finger said, "Let me go bathe," I was surprised.
Well, he's been on the road for 2 weeks on a horse.
Yeah.
What that mean? What that mean to them? What do that mean to them? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was so bad. He didn't want to do it so bad that he was willing to bathe. You know what I'm saying?
Truffle butter, y'all. Truffle butter has been introduced to watch.
Oh my
goodness. No.
We have the velveteen. What is the velveteen rabbit? The velveteen.
And now we got truffle butter.
We got truffle butter. Man, making his debut.
Was Loras the bottom though?
I'm kind of surprised it took this long, honestly, with as much sword.
I always thought Renly was the bottom, but
okay.
I am confusion right now.
I am confusion.
All right.
All right, so listen.
Oh. Oh Jesus.
So we gonna leave. We gonna leave little nasty Cersei. And we find ourselves in the Riverland.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Arya and the Hound together. And you know, she laying there, she doing her thing, she saying her names and shit. And
her kill list.
Yeah,
first
she said her kill
list.
list.
Bitch and the click you clank. Oh my bad.
Right.
That's really what she on.
Yeah.
Nigga, I hit him up.
Yeah.
So my boy was like, my boy talking that bullshit, and he was like, "Go ahead, finish your bloody fucking list." And she's like, "I got one more name left." And she rolled over and she said, "The Hound." And that nigga sat up like,
how cold is you turn your back on this big mofo and say his name?
Listen, that what the shit that was so funny about it is he was trying to get some sleep. He wasn't getting no sleep after that. Like,
no sleep.
Fuck this whole night of rest up.
Like, nigga, you'll never sleep again as long as I'm around. Like,
their relationship is so
night, nigga.
Toxic.
It is.
It's so toxic and it's so funny.
That was a good scene.
But she went straight to sleep. She's like, the Hound.
Right?
Because
that's when you know you a cold piece. She turned her back on him.
He said if you ever get a chance, if you ever get across to my brother, maybe we can both X him off our list.
Yeah.
And she said, "What would you tell him if he was here right now? Shut the fuck up so I can get some sleep."
Knowing good well he wouldn't say that.
Shut the fuck up.
He wouldn't say a word because you get burnt again. Be quiet.
I thought it was cool that he was laying by a fire with her. Like, I thought that was a progress.
I think that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the nigga is afraid of control fire. I mean, his fat ass like to eat chickens and shit. He been cooking chickens and shit in the woods.
That's true.
That nigga love to eat.
He be shit by the flames.
Sherry Gilchrist said he got to sleep with the good eye open.
Oh,
She just called that nigga the Westerosi Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, damn.
A Forrest Whitaker stray.
Forrest Whitaker has entered the pantheon, dog. He's here now.
How Forrest Whitaker catch it, nigga?
wait, correct,
girl.
AC, what's up, nigga?
We're just gonna ride it right to December, ain't it?
I mean, at this point, why take it down? At this point, why?
I just popped in so y'all could see the baby. I mean,
What's going on? It ain't Dracarys Mystery, is it? Is it Dracarys Mystery?
Correctness, please get her name right.
Oh, my bad. Corrects Mystery. That's right.
Oh God.
Oh, you got on the sweater too?
No,
I got on this.
Oh, I thought
She
that was
drinking
a
her wine.
Christmas sweater.
thank you very much.
She drinking her wine.
Gucci.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought that was one of them ugly Christmas sweaters. My
They
bad.
gave the wedding. They gave the wedding singer wine from the purple wedding. It was.
Oh yeah.
She drinking purple wedding wine.
She drinking the leftover wine.
From what she sang, she sang at the purple wedding, yo.
Really so wrong.
I had this wine tested first because I don't trust these niggas.
That part.
Okay.
Wise decision.
All right, so
I love here talking about.
so we find ourselves now. We back with Lysa and Sansa, and
Sansa was fucking them lemon cakes up, wasn't it?
hey,
Man,
Wasn't it? She was like, damn, these shit.
He was fucking them hoes.
He brought her 3 crates.
I said, damn, Sansa
Y'all
must be
don't
for
grow
the
no
cause.
lemons up here. How the hell you get these?
right.
listen, them goddamn lemons. Them lemons took her over the edge, bro. Because she was like, "Oh, he
My
he
baby
kinda
bought me
just-
these lemons. He bought me three boxes, 3 crates worth of lemons, girl.
Right, you got that 3 crate coochie.
And immediately, Liza was like, bitch, he bought what?
All these lemons. What you done?
For you?
Right.
And I guess, and see, that's the thing about when he hit that, when he did that thing, when he put that right there on him. Now she asking all them questions. Did he do that shit to you too? That he did to me?
I mean, she was off the chain with it.
Did he? You know what I'm saying?
asking all them questions.
CJ, keep your hands off the screen. Keep your hands off the screen, boy. Keep your hands off the screen.
I'm just saying it seemed like she wanted to know. She wanted to know some things.
Did he do that shit to you too, bitch? Come
I'm
here.
right.
I'm surprised she didn't check her because remember she was asking if her and Tyrion had and she was like, no.
Right.
And she was like, oh, you can have Robin, here's your cousin. But I'm surprised she didn't give her an exam right then when she was talking about her babe. Like,
I thought she was going.
What happened on that ship?
She asked her, was she pregnant, didn't she?
I thought she was gonna pull a TI.
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Not the king.
Does Honey Pot have a lemon scent? I don't think they do.
Do they got
lemon fresh? That lemon and fresh though? Okay.
Hey, Candace said Lysa came in on some I'm coming to you as a real man. Hey, she did hit her with that. Hey, Barbara, it's me, Shirley.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Now, I don't know if you're gonna come out the bag on me or what you're gonna do. Yeah.
I don't know. She did more of a Monica Brandy, the boy is mine.
Yeah.
Was the boy is mine?
She was ready to fight.
What did I come into tonight?
She said she was ready to die. She said she was ready to DB.
Oh God.
She said she was ready to DBDD.
Mm.
That about that dick.
Oh,
and did.
Put it on t-shirt. DBDD.
T-shirt.
Hey, but you gotta put Liza on, but we'll get there. Never mind. You know. We'll hey CJ, circle back on that.
Cool. We
That's
will.
a shirt. That's dead ass a shirt. We have to circle back on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we back on the King's Road.
The road.
Look, Cersei, I'm gonna let you take this one. It's got we on the King's Road with Brienne and Podrick.
Hey, Pod.
Hey, Pod. Not me. I'm not good tonight. Somebody else.
Say, why little Cersei look like she ain't want that shit?
That y'all can take it. Tell them about Pod on the Old Town Road.
On the Old Town Road.
Hey, Pod. Well, I got a little bit. Y'all just fill in. Y'all fill in. So they're on the
Pod ass wasn't controlling that goddamn horse.
This part is short. Yeah, don't go into the other part.
It wasn't to the rabbit yet.
Nah.
No,
basically, he could control the horse.
How can you ride, Pod, but you can't ride?
That was my thing. Hey, like the nigga couldn't control the horse, so
that nigga said he
blind. That was incongruent.
So that's more of an external control as opposed to an internal control. So
that nigga Pod said he don't ride, he get rolled.
Got no external.
Well, wait a minute now, because the size of the sausage might make it uncomfortable for him to ride. You know, he might have had some difficulty in the undercarriage.
That may be why he lost control of the horse, because Little Finger can ride a horse just fine. But hey, Pod. Okay.
So they saying Pod meat hitting the horse in the back of the neck, man. What is going on?
Was like, what is happening?
I think Pod just like, man, look, I don't ride, I get rolled.
On the back of your neck, would you carry that?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Get the fuck up off me,
bruh. It's a
not to mention, Brienne is just disgusted with poor Pod. She don't understand.
Pod ain't bothering no fucking body, bitch. Leave Pod the fuck alone, old big man ass, ugly ass, face ass.
Hey, don't talk about Brienne like that.
Fuck Brienne. I can't stand up ugly ass.
I like Brienne.
Fuck Brienne.
Brienne is the big homie. You can't listen
her. Why you hate on Brienne?
Yeah. Fuck Brienne with the Night King.
Brienne was salty though. She was salty
because she's missing Jamie. Leave her alone.
Right.
That's right. Okay, so why she missing Jamie? Cause she DBDD.
And Cersei and all of them niggas.
She ready to DBDD. That's right. She was loyal to it.
But she loyal to it before she even had it.
Loyal to that meat.
What kind of situationship is this? Come on,
that ain't even friends with benefits. That's some bullshit.
So they on the Old Town Road.
Go do your damn mission, ho. Big ugly.
We gonna ride today, and they gonna ride till they can't no more.
Can't even take your fucking arm off, ho. Big curly ass bitch.
Boy, he got energy he got some energy for Brienne today, dog.
Man, I'm team Pod.
He called her a burly ass bitch.
Burly ass.
She took part in Unbig Back Summer and
oh my god.
This bitch served every fucking king in the goddamn Westeros. Fuck Brienne.
You right.
Fuck her.
No. She had to get up out there though.
I'm with Ray Ray.
She had to get up. She had to get up out there the way Cersei was outside.
That hoe ain't got
best
no
night.
She ain't real. Fuck Brienne. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Hey, listen. Fuck. Ashley said, "Big mad as fuck, but Larry he been holding on to this." Listen, man.
Fuck that.
Her choice in men is
Brienne like that 50 Cent meme.
My boy, not like
Brienne like that 50 Cent Floyd Mayweather meme.
My boy hit her with that mic. Why you doing nothing to fat bitch jumped on me for?
Okay. Big annoying ass. Leave Pod the fuck alone, bitch, and let him take your arm off.
Why you say for me for?
Wow.
Yeah. Help the nigga cook the fucking rabbit then, Brienne. Ugly ass.
Oh my god.
You like, nigga, you ain't even peeled the rabbit, nigga. You cooked it.
We ain't got that yet.
Man, fuck Brienne.
Oh, my bad. We jumped.
All right, so listen, we gonna leave that before Valerian have a goddamn stroke, heart attack. So we back at
come over there cussing.
We back at the
I
river.
ain't never seen nobody dislike Brienne that much.
We back at the river, and we back with the Hound and Arya, and he wakes up and she gone, and he thinking she done dipped on him. Well, she actually at the water, at the river doing her water dance and practicing and shit. And basically, he went over there and dissed the hell out of her fighting style, the nigga who taught her daddy, everybody.
That shit was funny though.
Everybody.
Oh, it was so
that
funny.
nigga basically was like, "Damn, Meereen Trant killed your nigga. That nigga trash."
Hey, he said that shit. He said that shit like Soldier Boy. Meereen Trant.
Meereen Trant.
His face said it all. Like he didn't have to say nothing.
He dogged her out.
That nigga said the greatest swordsman in the world didn't have a sword.
Man,
like you know how crazy you sound right now.
Oh man,
hey,
poor Arya in the world lost to Meereen fucking Trant.
hey, Carlton. My boy said your friend's dead because Meereen Trant had fucking armor and a big fucking sword.
I mean, it's true. But Syrio did hold up with that wood though, man. Like he was beating people's ass with the stick before.
Shit. He should have picked one of them nigga swords up, cause
or something.
But listen though, dog. She stabbed his ass.
She did,
and he Ike Turner the fuck. Man.
She tried to stab him. He told her to stab him, and then needle wouldn't go through.
How was wilding, cuz that whole scene was that nigga wilding. He was ready to slap shit out of her ass. He was like, "Bitch, I've been waiting for this."
Right.
Look, you been wanting to slap her like you been wanting to go off on Brienne.
Right.
Put me on the list again.
Then when the nigga found out that Syrio was from Bravos, he was like, "Oh, look, greasy hair, fuck. I bet he had greasy hair." What he say? That nigga said,
"Greasy
he called that nigga Joffrey's cunt."
Greasy is Joffrey's cunt.
Man, that nigga was wildin', dog. Hound was on one.
That was nasty.
That nigga woke up with the smoke.
That cause he couldn't sleep all night. He couldn't sleep all night.
Out of her ass.
Ooh.
He couldn't sleep all night. He said, "Put my name on your list again." Goddamn.
Nigga said he lost to Meereen fucking Trant. Bitch, your nigga was trash.
So we leave Joe Jackson Clegane, and we find ourselves back in King's Landing. And we got your boy Oberyn. He's sitting down, he writing poetry and shit. And he's sitting there doing his thing, and Cersei walks up, and I don't know, man. I really hope that he would like go off on her ass, like he did a couple episodes back.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually had a civil conversation, and she worried about what's the daughter name? Marcella,
yes.
And she was worried about Marcella, and basically he was like, "Bitch, we ain't like y'all. We don't kill kids.
We don't hurt little girls, man.
We don't hurt little. That's y'all shit."
But Cersei made a valid point. She said they hurt little girls everywhere in the world, my boy. So
yeah, that was a cold ass line right there.
That was a valid point, though. Very much valid. Very much valid.
And who expected Cersei the feminist? Like I didn't expect that shit.
Yeah, facts.
I think Oberyn saw her as a person then when she asked him to take the gift and tell her daughter that she missed her. I think he kind of was like, "Oh, she does have a heart."
Well, do you think it's that or that she just lost her son in combination with that?
Well,
Oberyn, he sees people as like all the same anyway, kind of. I think Oberyn don't see nobody higher or lower than nobody else. He gonna talk to you like he gonna talk to you.
He'll fuck you.
But I think the universal sentiment is about Cersei that like everybody knows how she is.
Yeah, he'll fuck you also.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like anybody can get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was more so this. Cersei is a master manipulator, y'all. And so when I
manipulate him for that
think about that, I think about, hey, how can I disarm Oberyn? Oberyn obviously cares about his sister. I know this. I care about my daughter, but I also need this nigga's vote. Everything that I'm doing when it comes to like Cersei had 3 major scenes in this episode. One was talking to Margaery, one was talking to Tywin, one was talking to Oberyn. All 3 of these people will be judges at Margaery won't be a judge, but Olenna will be.
No, her father will. Mace.
Oh, her father. That's right. So these 3 men will be the judges at the trial. And she's campaigned essentially to either them directly or indirectly this whole episode. I believe that this is her way of at least showing her human side to Oberyn to be able to leverage that for the purpose of Xing Tyrion out the game.
Right. So the important thing that she said was, as she was relating to Oberyn and his feelings about his dead sister, and her feelings about Joffrey being dead, which is very new. She was like, well, what good is power if you can't protect the ones that you love? Because he couldn't protect his sister and she couldn't protect Joffrey from whoever killed him because she don't know yet. She still think it's Tyrion. And that's how she feels that she's going to get justice.
She's a conniving heifer. Because how you go to somebody like, look, we here. We got the same grief. Me and you, boo. Vote for me.
That's all it was. That's literally all it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's never beyond like the political or the scheme or the plot for Cersei. It's simple that even when she is coming off as human, I think Cersei knows when to portray her being human.
Humanity.
You know, when it's she knows when it's advantageous for her. So to me, it's all strategic. And like CJ said, she a master manipulator.
Yeah.
She live by the Players Club code. Use what you got to get what you
need.
Period.
Now what you need to do is get out here and make this money and grow the fuck up.
It's some ballers up in here tonight, y'all.
So we back with Pod and Brienne in the woods, and he done fucked up the rabbit. You know, this nigga left all the fur and everything on it.
He didn't try to kill that bitch.
Didn't nothing, man. But to his point though, because Brienne asked him like, "Goddamn nigga, you ain't never cooked before." He was like, "Shit, I was with a rich nigga. The cooks cook, man.
The cooks cook."
Yeah. He was like, "Look, I got his armor. I did his, messages back and forth. I went and got his hose. That's all I did.
Poured the wine. Poured the wine.
Poured a lot of it.
Had conversations with the nigga and Bron. What's that?"
Brian was like, "Well, nigga, did you ever do anything related?"
He was like, I caught a body. Shit, no biggie. Hey, that nigga said that shit and went back to tending to the rabbits. I had
her whole mood changed when he said that though.
I had caught a body.
Well, that's impressive because you wouldn't be expecting that from him. You wouldn't be expecting that kind of energy from him. So she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's hear that story."
Well, she shouldn't have been.
That's on how he did it. I think she was probably expecting him to say maybe he accidentally killed somebody or something. But he was like, "Oh no, I just punched a hole straight through the back of his head. That's nothing."
Thrust that spear through the back of his face. No big deal. Fucking killed him. Remember the King's Guard? He was nobody.
She was like, "Shit. Oh, okay. Oh, a killer, no, a killer then. All right."
What she said? Help me fix the strap. I mean, help me take these straps off. That's what she said.
Right. Oh, now you need some help with your armor.
Right. Help me with these straps.
Big burly ass.
Cajun rabbit.
Oh,
I ain't seasoned it. No way.
That rabbit still had all his energy. He ain't dumped the guts or nothing.
I'm talking about, man.
He just cooked.
He ain't know nothing about that.
Put that bitch on the fire.
So we leave them niggas, and we find ourselves at Craster's Keep. This is like the last location for the whole episode. This is where they close the show at. So scene start off. You got Locke, old ugly. He's sneaking around and
ugly ass Locke. Oh, sneak ass.
Yeah, he looked like he touched kids too, but that's
He
beside the
did.
point.
He did, literally.
Who do you think taught
You
Ramsay
getting
that
right
bullshit?
Yeah.
Who do you think taught
Like
Ramsay?
he looked like he do it, but he's sneaking around and he saw the unfantastic foe tied up, and he go back to the camp to Jon and them, and I forget old boy name, but he was like, yeah, man, he was ice cold with a knife. You know, he was working in the kitchen and shit, and Locke was like, bitch, you ever seen me with a knife? You know?
Oh, Carl Tanner, yeah.
Yeah, Carl Tanner. And so he playing Jon. He like, hey, it's 11 of them niggas over there. Stay away from the west side because it's a bunch of dogs in there. You know, they'll get the scent and all that shit. And you know, Leslie, this is where we get to the part where he unleashes Hodor's, as you say, tism.
Oh God.
But so you had Tanner. He goes in there.
Nigga, you know what? You know what? I just realized what the fuck.
Habitual.
I'm talking about habitually, dog. That nigga remotely did that shit, dog. Like he's a remote habitual line stepper. Like that nigga ain't even here. He's still line stepping, dog.
Line stepping, dog.
I just realized. I was like, oh, but like the whole time I was thinking that shit was really.
Hey
what
man,
it was
Locke went out bad though. That tism fucked him up.
Y'all niggas are ridiculous. I said the ER that time. Just
that shit fucked him up, man.
Yeah,
like, I ain't never seen a
you
nigga
gave
die
it the hard
that.
ER.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck did he do? Did he separate his head from his spine or from his clavicle? Like, what the fuck?
Took it off his shoulder.
Sticking out.
Yeah, it looked like he snapped his neck. Like, yeah.
So
when they found him, he was like, you know, he was all one side.
That shit fucked Hodor up too.
Yeah.
Did you see how he looked at his hands?
I felt bad for Hodor in that moment because he know he a big old beast. He ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Have we explained why that was going down? What was happening? Have we like broken down like
nah? So he was going in there. You can go ahead, CJ. Break it down.
No. I let one Carlton.
Yeah, Locke's whole mission at this point, and I know y'all probably covered it last episode.
I don't know them niggas' names.
This nigga that infiltrated the Night's Watch, basically. This is Roose Bolton's man. He's infiltrated the Night's Watch. His mission at this point is to recover Bran, who he has found out is still alive from Ramsay and Theon / Reek or whatever. So that's why we see him sneaking around. That's why he told the lie to the men of the Night's Watch to say, hey, stay away from the West End because there's hounds. No, nigga, Bran was over there. He didn't want Jon to discover Bran, his brother. So he goes in. He's trying to basically steal Bran. I don't even think he gave a fuck about Mira and Jojen them. He just wanted to get Bran back to Roose Bolton. That's a high dollar captive to have in this war for the North that's still going on, even though Roose Bolton has been named Warden of the North. And in that moment, Bran kind of looks at Jojen. Jojen gives him the like, hey, it's now or never. Bran wargs into Hodor. We see, for this is the second time he's done this, right? With Hodor. So he wargs into Hodor for now, which is the second time, which again is much different than warging into like his wolf or an animal. It's completely different. Putting on a human skin, according to George R.R. Martin, the creator of all of this. So he walks into Hodor, picks up Locke, and literally, like, with little to no effort, Hodor separates this nigga head and neck and shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Hodor got your ass.
Hodor. Like, shit. Damn, bro. You was there to separate his head from his neck and shit.
Oh.
Audio.
TK warged into your internet.
Yeah. So he warged into Hodor. Hodor breaks the chain as the nigga Locke tries to kidnap Bran, and as Bran is, being dragged off, Hodor then follows Locke, hunts him down, and grabs him by the neck, and as Carlton describes, like literally, with incredible strength, literally takes his head off his shoulder to the point that the bone pops out between his neck and his clavicle like area. I guess.
Shit was
and
gross.
that nigga looking at his hands, bro. And he went from saying "hold on" to "oh, you did this." He was like,
"Hold on, hold on 1 minute."
Yeah, so Hodor was shook because he's not a violent person.
Right.
And
is that why Bran probably hadn't warged him a bunch of times already because he was trying to like spare him from stuff like that?
More about the fact that it's just harder to warg into a human.
Well, yeah, like the first time he did it when they were in the tower, Hodor was getting agitated because of the thunderstorm and he needed to put him to sleep. Right. But this time he needed Hodor's physical abilities so he could snap that motherfucker's neck.
Yeah. So the Night's Watch.
Before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The Night's Watch wound up basically taking the keep back and telling the dudes, y'all need to they killed all the invaders, I guess. All of the guys who invaded the keep. Yeah, so they took all of them out, and all of the women that was left over basically Craster's daughters.
Hey,
what they tell them?
Hey, that nigga John was like, he's like, hey, you're not safe here. You should come back to Castle Black with us. And the old girl was like, hey, Craster treated us like shit. Your black brothers treat us like shit. Bitch, we good.
We'll take that.
Burn this shit the fuck down and we'll find our own way.
She said, burn. So I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that she was telling them to burn it for a reason? Or was it just she was just like
was in there. You had to burn all the bodies and shit. That's one.
Well, you had to burn the bodies, but memory. Yeah, all that memory, all the
fuck Craster, fuck all this shit. Burn this shit.
Burn my trauma out of my brain.
So that was more a sentimental thing and not a practical burning.
It was both because, like I said, it was still gonna be more efficient to burn all those bodies through just burning all that shit down. You had to burn them niggas, or they was gonna come back.
Listen, CJ,
they had killed. Like they had to be burned.
CJ, the lady who was doing all the talking, I'm pretty sure her granddaughter is by her daddy.
Damn.
Like she ain't want nothing to do.
That is confusing.
Yeah,
that is that's confusing. Her great niece.
God,
no.
Great niece daughter.
Yeah,
great daughter niece daughter.
Yeah,
relative.
That's like a square root or something.
That's
exponent. That's an exponent.
It's wild. So she was like, fuck this.
Fuck this nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Burn this bitch down.
Grand sister to the third power.
To do right by me. Burn that motherfucker.
Okay. I was wondering if it was, I know we haven't gotten to that point yet, but I didn't know if stuff that's just laying there could be resurrected in some type, reanimated in some type of way.
On GP, like Ray said, they had to burn that shit down on GP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Candy said it's my own grandpa energy. Right. Like,
so
Ray said it's giving the Haitian Revolution. I like that.
Little badass silver cap ass Ray.
Son.
So one of the things
that's a new name.
Want
silver cap Ray.
Want to point out is that Jojen, was continuing to have visions, and so when Carl went in there to get Mira, he was like, "I can tell you your future," and he was like, "You're gonna die tonight," and he was like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, he's like, "I saw the snow fall and bury your bones."
Damn.
So that's kind of like the kind of predictions that the Red Woman gets. They're imprecise, and if you don't interpret them right, you don't know what's happening. So the snowfall was Jon Snow and them coming to fall on them. Okay. And then what happened? They buried their bones because they burned the whole damn thing down.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
My thing. Jojen could see all this shit, but he couldn't see how to get no goddamn food. These niggas starving every episode.
Hot fire like Dylan.
Joe just said he focused on the big
was on fire. You remember his hand was on fire too?
Oh, that was the one more thing that was the one decision that they had to make. They had an opportunity. Bran had an opportunity to reunite with Jon Snow and everyone, and he made the decision to continue moving forward because they had to get to the Three-Eyed Raven. Right. So that was pretty significant. He could see Jon in the distance fighting, but he decided to call everybody, go get Summer, and they went ahead and started pushing forward. So Jon never even knew he was there.
I'm like, fuck that werewolf tree, nigga. Get me out of here.
Get my brother. Call my brother.
Like definitely. So it was interesting to see that, because still at this point, no Starks have been reunited with each other really.
Hey, Bran was like, I'm finna go over there to my brother. And Jojen was like, but you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
You go get him some Valyrian steel prosthetics or something.
Oh my God.
Man, I just want to say, man, for people who did not have the privilege of watching this episode yet, these niggas on here that have done this podcast tonight have done a masterful job of making this episode entertaining. Because
it wasn't the best episode, goddamn.
Yeah, this episode ain't this episode ain't what this podcast has been giving for the last hour. Like this episode was definitely one of them, like, let's get to the good episodes as episodes. So
yeah.
And
Ashley,
we're back. We're going on the upswing.
Catching fat boy. Ghost finally got that fat motherfucker.
Hawked his ass down, didn't he?
Man, I ate that nigga and went link back up with John. Them like I ate fat boy back there.
Yeah, like what y'all doing?
let me clear out my teeth. Yeah.
I love to see my boy reunite with Jon Snow. Ain't nothing like that Ghost and Jon Snow pairing.
Yeah.
Shit, them niggas go hard together.
Yeah, though, this episode was just a building up type of episode, like to give people direction of the next.
Hey, Ma, that 160 motherfucking miles they had to cover, and I ain't see a motherfucking horse in sight.
Right, that was like, how do you motherfuckers get there so fast?
Y'all know how they got there so fast. Budget constraints, nigga.
Hey, we can't spend 2-3 episodes on this shit.
From the window to the wall.
Hey, use your imagination, nigga. That's what they said.
Facts,
bro. Yeah, this was a fun episode, man. Like, well,
it's all crazy.
It was a fun episode to watch them Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a fun episode to watch them Thrones because we crazy as fuck. So
I don't know how to act.
We.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the royal we.
Yeah,
which doesn't
TK,
I'll be wilding out.
Definitely cannot exclude yourself from that statement.
Hold up. Y'all talking about I'm crazy. This nigga is sitting here with a Christmas tree and an ugly Christmas sweater. Come on.
It is a floral moo.
Get him, Jamila. Get him. Por favor. Get him.
Is that the wrap you put at the bottom of the tree?
Oh God.
I wish people could see this. If they just listen, I wish they could hear a middle finger.
Bruh, every week somebody is catching strays on this thing, man. Where does nigga go?
I shot him
what
down.
The fuck? That's that
motherfucker.
Correctmas did not like that shit. And the ghost of Correctmas, the ghost of Correctmas pants got on his ass just then. Got on TK ass just then. I'm talking about snatch that nigga smooth off the screen.
I'm Lysa.
Is you back?
Man. bro. I don't know who I'll be catching that has Comcast or any other cable networks caught straight shit.
No, that
Some
they
of you
should.
motherfuckers
No,
deserve
just general internet shit.
AT&T deserve it, goddamn it. Them motherfuckers.
Yes, deserve it.
It's like I feel like AT&T be like, you know what? They motto should just be, we ain't as bad as Comcast. Like that's like,
Oh my God.
okay, nigga. You know, what you want us to do? It's an episode of South Park where they be calling the cable company, and like the dude from the cable company, when you're telling and explaining your problem to him, he like is getting off on you explaining the problem to him, and telling you that there's no way for him to resolve the shit.
Where are we going?
So I have no idea, but I just thought about all of the cable interferences we had tonight. It was like, yeah, it's one of them episodes, man. This was one of them episodes. So. I think we done early tonight, y'all.
We good.
we probably have a little after party in the Watch Them Thrones group or something like that.
Because I got here late.
Yeah. I tell you what, this week I have really enjoyed being in the group, and y'all are just crazy as fuck, and I love it. Yeah. And yeah, y'all are fun. Y'all keep it going. And
I just saw your name. What in the world are you doing?
Y'all saw my name?
No, I just saw what your screen name is.
Oh, it's a little, you know what I'm saying? Little inside joke. You know what I'm talking about? Westeros pipes, ladies and gentlemen.
Chill out.
So yeah, so next week we'll be covering episode 6, the laws of gods and men, and yeah. Well, I won't be here, so y'all have to do it without me.
I'll do another impersonation of you next week, so y'all get ready for that.
Cool.
You gonna take the teeth out to do it?
No, I don't have to take my teeth out. I've got plenty of bite left.
But anyway, hey, we enjoy y'all as always. Thank y'all for tuning in. And
can I say one more thing? I'm sorry. On a serious note.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So may I? Okay.
See.
On a serious note, so this week in entertainment, we lost 3 very giant talents. One of them was Ron Cephas Jones, who died last weekend. The other one was Bob Barker, and if you ever had to go to your grandmama's house because you were sick and stayed home from school, you knew who Bob Barker was.
That's
from
right.
The Price is Right. Some of us who are a little older know him from the Truth or Consequences show.
Little.
Came on up.
Shut up. And then the third person I want to acknowledge is Arlene Sorkin, who was the original voice of Harley Quinn from the Batman, the animated series, and voiced it all the way, I think, up until 2012. But great voice actress, great actress. 3 very large talents. We want to send them to the ancestors.
Definitely rest in power.
So
that was very thoughtful.
I did have a Bob Barker joke that involves the devil and him saying, "Come on down," but I ain't gonna do it. So
don't do it. He ain't go to
that. I ain't gonna do
it. The people that's going to hell.
Bob Barker is a saint.
The people that's going to hell, as far as The Price is Right is concerned, is the motherfuckers who bet $1 more than the other person. $101. I can't stand them motherfuckers there, boy. And
I've seen that joke 3 times today. Bob Barker got without going over.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good one, Candace.
Listen, man. I found out about it. This dude at work told me, "Oh Lord, they done took Bob Barker."
Not took.
Yeah.
Is that
Listen. I got a sensitive heart, but when hit the 99, the 99 2000, bro. It's you good. Like you done seen a lot of faces, been a lot of places at that point. So
yeah.
Shit.
Were you trying to rhyme just now?
Yeah, he just,
But yeah, so we better end this before they shut us down because we. So, anyways, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you guys next week.
This episode brought to you.
This has been season 4, episode 5 of Watch Them Dragons.
Honey Pot and corrects Miss Tree. How do you lead this motherfucker?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Adios. Adios, mis amigos.
Pull up to the group, y'all. Watch them thrones.